All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. You know how much we all love our gadgets and gizmos.
Definitely.
And today we're going to be talking about something that's become a part of so many people's lives. Wearable health tech.
Yep.
Fitness trackers, smartwatches, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it seems like they promise us the moon these days.
They really do. Like, you can optimize your health, reach peak performance.
Right. Track everything, every little bit of data.
But, I think it's important to take a step back and ask ourselves, are there any downsides? What are the limitations of all this wearable health tech? That's what we're going to be digging into today.
Yeah, for sure. I think, it's easy to get caught up in all the hype.
It is.
But there are always two sides to every coin.
Exactly.
And with wearable tech, it's no different.
Well, let's kick things off with something we can all relate to, like imagine you're training for a marathon.
Okay.
You're relying on your trusty fitness tracker to hit your mileage goals. And then race day comes and you realize your watch has been overestimating your pace this whole time.
Oh, no.
Talk about a rude awakening, right?
Yeah, that's a nightmare scenario for a runner.
It really is, and it highlights a big limitation of these devices. Accuracy.
Right.
I mean, the technology's impressive, no doubt.
Yeah.
They use all these sensors and algorithms.
Yeah, accelerometers and gyroscopes trying to make sense of all your movement.
Exactly, but at the end of the day, it's not perfect.
No, they can only do so much with the data they're given.
So we see these variations in readings, right?
Oh, yeah.
Step counts can be off.
Absolutely.
Heart rate, sleep stages, even blood oxygen levels.
All of those can fluctuate.
And this isn't just about, a few steps here and there.
Right.
This is about potentially getting misleading information about our health.
Yeah, exactly. And that can have consequences.
Absolutely. I mean, imagine if your heart rate readings are consistently inaccurate.
Oh, that's scary, especially if you have a heart condition or something.
Exactly. Yeah. You might be getting a false sense of security or, on the flip side, unnecessary worry.
Yeah, and it could even mask a real problem that needs medical attention.
So it's a delicate balance, right? We want to use these devices to inform ourselves about our health, but we can't let them dictate our decisions.
We need to be informed consumers, not just blindly trusting the numbers.
Absolutely. And speaking of information, all this data that our wearables are collecting,
oh, yeah.
It makes you wonder.
Where is it all going?
Exactly. Like, how secure is this information? We're talking about our bodies, our movements, our sleep patterns. I mean, it's pretty personal stuff.
It is, and that's where data privacy comes in.
Right, and this is a real concern.
Absolutely.
I mean, do you remember that article we were talking about the other day?
Yeah, the one about the data breaches?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, these devices are constantly collecting and transmitting this sensitive information, and
well, and it's not just about hackers,
Yeah.
It's also about companies potentially selling your data.
Yeah, or using it in ways we don't even know about.
Exactly. It's kind of unsettling.
It really is.
Yeah.
So what can we do to protect ourselves? I mean, besides just burying our heads in the sand and not using this tech at all?
Right. Well, first of all, I know it's not always fun, but reading those privacy policies.
Oh, the dreaded privacy policies.
Yeah. But it is important.
It is. It's how we understand how our data is being used.
Exactly. And choosing devices from companies with good track records when it comes to privacy.
Okay. So being a little more discerning about who we trust with our data.
Definitely.
Anything else we can do?
Well, you can adjust your privacy settings.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Limit what's being shared.
Right. So we're not just broadcasting everything to the world.
Exactly.
Okay. So we've talked about accuracy. We've talked about privacy.
Yeah.
But there's another side to this whole wearable tech thing that I think we need to address.
Okay. What's that?
The psychological aspect. Like,
oh, interesting.
Have you ever felt like you're kind of becoming obsessed with hitting your daily targets?
Oh, 100%. It's so easy to get caught up in those numbers.
I know. It's like my watch is my boss.
It really can be.
Always telling me what to do.
Constantly checking, comparing.
Yes.
Striving for those goals.
And sometimes I think we lose sight of what our body's actually telling us.
Absolutely. We ignore our own internal cues.
We push ourselves too hard just to hit some arbitrary number.
Yeah. Fatigue, soreness, stress. We just push it all aside.
And it's ironic because it can actually work against our health goals in the long run.
Exactly. It's like we're so focused on the external validation.
Right, the numbers.
That we forget to listen to ourselves.
Exactly.
And that's not healthy.
Not at all. So again, it comes back to balance, right? Using these devices as tools to inform us, not dictators of our lives.
Tools, not dictators. I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
Because for all the amazing things wearable tech can do,
Uh-huh.
it also raises some questions about access.
All right.
I mean, not everyone can afford the latest smartwatch or fitness tracker.
Definitely not.
And that could potentially create a new kind of digital divide in health.
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge concern.
Right. Because if certain groups of people are excluded from this technology,
Yeah.
simply because of cost.
It just exacerbates existing inequality.
Exactly. And that's something we need to be really mindful of as this technology continues to evolve.
We need to make sure it benefits everyone, not just those who can afford it.
Couldn't agree more. So to wrap things up, I think it's safe to say that wearable health tech has incredible potential.
It really does.
But it's not a magic bullet.
No, it's not a quick fix.
And as we've seen today, there are some important limitations to keep in mind.
Seriously.
From accuracy concerns to data privacy, the potential for obsession,
Right.
and of course the issue of accessibility.
Crucial considerations.
It's about approaching this technology with a critical eye.
Being informed, being aware.
Exactly. So as you continue to explore and maybe even incorporate wearable tech into your own lives, just remember to think about the bigger picture.
Don't get too caught up in the hype.
Ask those tough questions.
Do your research.
And always stay curious.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, everyone.